Hello, everyone. Hey, listen, I wanted to spend some time with you guys. I didn't get any phone calls yesterday, so I assumed everybody was doing well on their project, no problems. And some of you didn't have your balance sheets didn't balance, they're incorrect, whatever the case may be. Let me discuss a couple of things with you. I provided under my response, my initial response, I provided a basic breakdown of what should be within each one of these sections. And also here, I posted yesterday that if your balance sheet doesn't balance and you're having trouble, to give me a call and not to post because it's not complete. Okay, so essentially, either your balance sheet balances or it doesn't. It's as simple as that, okay? So that being said, let's look at a couple of balance sheets here. They, by all appearances, they balance. The number here, 11,526, is the same number that I see here in the assets area. Same thing with this particular balance sheet. This number equals this number, so therefore it appears to balance. The problem is this. First of all, in the assets area, all this information comes from your bank account, your salaries, whatever the case may be, okay? So I'm not going to question this aspect of it so much unless you have a zero. Unless you have a zero for cash, that should be your salary, okay? The same salary that you posted on the startup capital. Also, here you have an equipment value which came from this person's equipment list. It's perfect. This one has an equipment list and provided the accumulated depreciation, which is what they're supposed to do. This one doesn't have it on here, and there needs to be some value here for depreciation. Okay, it's either 1 or 2%. Then, so now what I would have is this. I would have my current assets, which is, I'm going to go ahead and type out the formula here. In this case, it would be E11, whoops, E11 plus E15 minus the depreciation, which in this case would be on line 17, minus E17. Okay, so this is the current value that this person has. So I don't know where, okay, so there's that figure right there, it balances, but it's missing the depreciation value, okay? Now we're going to move over here because this person does have a depreciation, okay? So this is where this figure right here comes into play. You take your equipment value that you currently own, not your future, and this is why I stated in that second assignment that on your equipment list I needed to see the value of your current equipment as well as what you needed to buy for your business, being your futures, okay? And that futures is what you were financing or coming up with a strategy to fund for your startup capital. Okay, so, but that being said, this is correct, 6421.75. The problem comes in now, I have zero for accounts payable. The accounts payable are your rent, your utilities. Anytime you have a payout, it's called a payable. You're paying a vendor of some type. If any of your income was produced from sales that for your business, then there would be a tax payable here. And then also any short-term loans. Now here, we move down to the owner's investment then. And what you're doing is you're taking this, for example, this 11,526, that the total assets here, and you're subtracting your expenses, your tax payable, and then you're putting those figures in here. Your owner's investment is essentially this figure right here, 7,555 minus the $1,133.25. Okay, that goes here, owner's investment. That doesn't change. But when it comes to your retained earnings, then your cash balance, which is your salary and your business checking, your savings, and all that kind of stuff, and anything that's coming in that you have not received funds for, but that you know is coming in, okay, you take this figure, you subtract your accounts payable, your sales tax payable, and whatever it is you make on your loan payment, and that becomes your retained earnings. Okay, this is leftover cash that you have not spent at this point. Then when you add these figures up, they should both balance. Okay, and what you do to one side of the equation, in other words, what you do to the liabilities equation, you have to have posted up here somewhere, somehow, in your assets section. Just like the long-term debts, your school loans, if it's 30,000 here, then I need to see it accounted for up here in your assets area. Okay, so basically that's it. But let's get these reposted. Go back to your week 2 assignment 2, get those corrected, get those equipment lists updated, and make these balance sheets balance. Thank you so much.